Eagles are now 5-1. Robin Lundberg, are they the best team in the NFC?
East. They're the best team in the NFC East right now.
That's not what I asked.
I won't go so far to proclaim them the best team in the NFC when you still have the Falcons, you still have the Packers. I'm not ruling out the Seahawks. The teams with a bit of a track record, right? But I've been very impressed with the Eagles defensively. Obviously, Carson Wentz has had a very good season thus far. So they're in the mix. They're in the conversation where I would say if the Eagles wound up in the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be shocked. But I'm not ready to say I'm picking the Eagles to come out of the NFC.
I'm not ready to pick them yet, but I do like this team because they have all the hallmarks of what great teams do. Their defense forced Cam Newton into 3 picks, and then Wentz went off and scored 2 touchdowns off of those turnovers. Making opponents pay for their mistakes, especially on the road, I think is a really great sign if you want to make a claim to being the best team in the conference. Eagles are the best team on 3rd down in the league. Wentz has the highest 3rd down conversion rate in just his second year. And then the small things, right? Like their kicker is dynamite from long distance. I mean, when you have every single phase, I'm going to sound like a football coach right now. You have all 3 phases are working in concert. But I really feel like that's what I'm seeing with this Eagles team. And I know that Doug Peterson has taken a lot of criticism for some of his play calling, other things. But I feel like this is actually a very well-balanced team. You saw they're overcoming the loss of Darren Sproles. That's another hallmark of a good team. So I won't say it yet because we're just so early in the season. But I have my eye on the Eagles, and I feel like they are legit contenders right now.
Despite all that talk about balance, of course, the attention goes on one guy, and that is Carson Wentz, who's excelled thus far this year, making him our adrenaline performer presented by Toyota. Let's go places. Wentz threw 3 touchdowns against the Panthers and has 7 TD passes in the last 2 weeks. He also has 7 TD passes on 3rd down this season. That's 3 more than any other quarterback in the league. Maggie, has Wentz put himself into the MVP conversation?
He definitely has, but let's not go too far down this road because remember a season ago, Wentz also looked incredible in the beginning part of the season, and then the entire team and him sort of faltered down the stretch. So I'm not ready to put him in MVP yet. I think he's a dark horse. I think there's a lot of ground to make up between him and Alex Smith at this point if we're talking about MVPs, but I wouldn't rule it out. You know, for me, the NFL MVP, it's a narrative award, and I feel like Alex Smith has the better story going right now than Carson Wentz, but that could all change.